Hello everyone and welcome back to the CompTIA A Plus 1101 and 1102 question series. This video of course is part of the 1102 series, and this chapter will focus on Windows administration. Chapter 15 will focus on that. Alright, always remember to pause in between questions to figure out which is the correct answer. You already know this if you've been watching my videos. Alright, let's get into this. Question number 1. Which installation type should you choose if you want a clean installation of Windows? A. Custom, B. Upgrade, C. Repair, D. Refresh. So what should you choose if you want a clean installation of Windows? What could this be? The answer here is A. So you'll be prompted after you agree to the end user license agreement with upgrade or custom. A custom installation is a clean installation when it comes to Windows. An upgrade is just that, an upgrade of the operating system, and it's not a clean installation. A repair installation is a reinstallation of the system files and retains the user data files. Refresh is a term used in Windows 8.1. It will retain user data files and only refresh the operating system files. So it will be a custom installation. Question number 2. What is the name of the pass that detects hardware and installs drivers? A. Generalize, B. OOBE, C. Specialization, D. WinPE. So what is the name of the pass that detects hardware and installs drivers? That would be A. Generalize. So the generalized pass is where the operating system detects hardware and installs the appropriate drivers. The out of the box, which stands for OOBE, is the pass that is responsible for configuring and creating the user environment during the setup process. The specialization pass is where the operating system is configured during setup. The WinPE pass starts the procedure of installing operating system. Alright, question number 3. Which partition contains the recovery utility in the event of a problem? A. BCD, B. System, C. ESP, D. WinRE. The answer here is D. The WinRE partition is where the Windows recovery environment, so RE stands for Win recovery environment. So that's where it's located. The BCD is a term used with the boot configuration data to direct the operating system how to boot. The system partition contains the kernel of the operating system. And the EFI system, ESP, contains the boot configuration data. So it'll be BCD. Question number 4. Which tool is used to create an operating system image for deployment? A. WDS, B. MAP Map Toolkit, C. USMT, and D. SysPrep. So what tool can you use to create an operating system image for deployment? That would be A. WDS, which stands for Windows Deployment Service. So that's is a server role that is used to create a Windows image for mass deployment. The Microsoft Assessment and Planning, which is MAP, toolkit is used to create reports on system hardware for image deployment. The User State Migration Toolkit, which is USMT, is used in corporate environments to migrate user data. The sysprep utility is used to prepare an operating system for imaging. Question number 5. Which command will allow copying of data to include NTFS permissions? A. Xcopy, B. Copy, C. Check disk, D. Robocopy. The answer here is D. Robocopy. So the robocopy command copies all data and includes NTFS permission to remain intact. The Xcopy and copy commands files from a secure source to a destination folder but do not copy NTFS permissions. The check disk command is used to check the integrity of the NTFS file system. Question number 6. Which Windows Update branch for Windows will install features as they are released to the general public? A. Semi-annual channel, B. General availability, C. Long-term servicing channel, D. Insider program. That will be B. General availability. So the general availability branch installs updates as they are released to the general public. The semi-annual channel is no longer a channel supported by Windows 10 or 11. The long-term servicing channel never installs new features during life of the version of Windows. Now the Insider program allows for the installation of brand new features before they are publicly released. Question number 7. Which edition of Windows 10 will not allow for Insider program branch releases? A. Home, B. Pro, C. Education, D. Enterprise. So, which edition of Windows 10 will not allow for Insider program branch releases? That would be A. Home. Windows 10 Home only allows for general availability branch releases. Windows 10 Pro allows for the use of the Insider program branch release. Windows 10 Education allows for the use of the Insider program branch release. And Windows 10 Enterprise only allows for the Insider program branch releases. Question number 8. You used the WinBur.exe utility and it reported Windows 10 version 1703. OS build 15063.145. What is the current date of the last update? A. 63rd day of 2015. B. 145th day of 2015. C. March of 2017. D. The version needs to be looked up at Microsoft.com. The answer here is C. March of 2017. So the date code of the edition is YYMM. So 1703 is March of 2017. The 63rd day of 2015 and the 145th day of 2015 are incorrect answers because the build number is the number of builds of Windows 10. The build number does translate to a version of Windows, but that information is in date code and does not need to be looked up. Question number 9. Which command is used to measure packet loss as a packet travels to a destination address? A. Ping. B. NSLOOKUP. C. Pathbing. D. Tracert. The answer here is C. Pathping. So this command measures the packet loss at each router as the packet travels to the destination address. It combines the ping and tracer commands. The ping command returns a single destination response time. The NSLOOKUP command is used to resolve DNS addresses. The tracer command allows you to see how a packet travels to its destination. Question number 10. Which tool allows you to report a remote computer's inventory of hardware? A. regedit.exe. B. msinfo32.exe. C. msconfig.exe. D. dxdiag.exe. The answer here is B. msinfo32.exe. This tool allows for the remote reporting of a computer's hardware. The regedit.exe is used to edit the registry. So reg here means registry. msconfig.exe is used to change the startup of services and change the boot process. And dxdiag.exe is used to diagnose DirectX problems. Question number 11. Which command will allow you to check volume for corruption? A. Disk part. B. Format. C. Check disk. D. SFC. So what command allows you to check a volume for corruption to see if it's corrupted? What would you type in? That will be C. Check disk. The check disk command is used to check a volume for corruption as well as attempt to repair the corruption. The disk part command allows you to create, modify, and view volumes on a disk. And the format command allows you to format a file system on a volume. Then the SFC command is used to fix corrupted files but not volume corruption. Question number 12. Which restriction will be imposed on Windows users until they activate the operating system? A. They won't be able to launch applications. B. They won't be able to run Windows updates. C. They won't be able to change the wallpaper. D. They won't be able to browse the internet. So what would you be restricted to if you haven't activated the operating system? The answer here is C. You won't be able to change the wallpaper. Users will not be able to change the wallpaper or personalize the operating system until it's active. The applications will launch fine. Windows updates will continue to function to keep Windows up to date, and browsing the internet will not be affected. Question number 13. What is the name of the pass that configures and creates the user environment during the setup process? A. Generalization. B. OOBE. C. Specialization. D. WinPE. The answer here is OOBE, which stands for Out of Box Experience. So this box is responsible for configuring and creating the user environment during the setup process. The generalization pass is where the operating system detects hardware. The specialization pass is where the operating system is configured during setup. And the WinPE pass starts the process of installing the operating system. Question number 14. When installing Windows, you can control telemetry data. In which step during setup is this configured? A. Privacy settings. B. Cortana options. C. Partitioning options. D. Account creation. The answer here is A. Privacy settings. When installing Windows, you can control telemetry data in the privacy settings dialog box. The Cortana options allows you to control how Cortana is used. This partitioning is configured during the initial installation in order to direct Windows where to install. Account creation is performed to create the first user on the operating system. Question number 15. You want to upgrade from Windows Vista Home Basic Edition to Windows 10. What are your options? A. Upgrade to Windows 10 Home. B. Upgrade to Windows 10 Pro. C. Upgrade to Windows 10 Enterprise. D. Upgrade first to Windows 7 Home Basic. So what do you need to do to upgrade from Windows Vista Home Basic Edition to Windows 10? The answer is D. Upgrade first to Windows 7 Home Basic. So first off, you will need to upgrade to Windows 7 Home Basic, and then, well, it says here that since Windows 10 does not have direct upgrade path from Windows Vista, upgrading to Windows 10 Home can be achieved after upgrading Windows 7 Home Basic. After upgrading to Windows 7 Home Basic. Question 16. You want to upgrade from 32-bit Windows 7 Professional to a 64-bit version of Windows 10. What are your options? A. Upgrade directly to Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. B. Upgrade first to Windows 10 Pro 32-bit and then upgrade to 64-bit. C. Upgrade to Windows 8.1 64-bit and then upgrade to Windows 10 64-bit. D. You must perform a clean installation of Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. So what are your options here? If you want to upgrade from 32 Windows 7 Professional to a 64-bit of Windows 10. You will have to perform a clean installation of Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. So, as the explanation says, there's no way to directly convert a 32 installation of Windows to 64-bit Windows. Question number 17. Where is the boot configuration data stored on a Windows installation utilizing EFI? A. EFI system partition. B. WinRE partition. C. Secure boot partition. D. C/Windows. This is C drive. The answer here is A. EFI system partition. The boot configuration data is stored in the EFI system partition on an EFI installation of Windows. The WinRE partition is used for the Windows recovery environment. Remember, RE stands for recovery environment. Secure boot is a feature of EFI installation and does not contain its own partition. The C drive/Windows folder is where the installation of Windows exists. Question number 18. Which command is used to identify ports in use by application in the operating system? A. netstat. B. ipconfig. C. pathping. D. nslookup. So what command can you type in order to know what ports is and are in use by applications and the operating system? That would be A. netstat. The netstat command can be used to view ports in use by operating system and network applications commuting with the network. The ipconfig command allows you to see the current IP address and DNS information for the operating system. The path ping allows you to view packet loss along the path to a destination IP address. The NSLOOKUP command is used to resolve DNS records. Question number 19. Which type of connection is configured in the cellular screen settings app? A. Wired. B. Wireless. C. WWAN, which is one but with two W's. And D. VPN. So what type of connection is configured in the cellular screen in the settings app? The answer here is C. The wireless wide area network connection is a cellular connection and is configured on the cellular screen in the settings app. A wired connection is configured on the Ethernet screen in the settings app. A wireless connection is configured on the Wi-Fi screen, and a VPN virtual private network connection is configured on the VPN screen in the settings app. Question number 20. Last but not least, what is the maximum number of concurrent connections that can be made to a Windows workstation? A. 10 connections. B. 15 connections. C. 20 connections. D. 25 connections. So how many connections, or how many PCs can be connected to a Windows workstation? The answer here is C. 20 connections. So this is the maximum concurrent connections, and all the answers are incorrect. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I thank you guys for watching as always, and of course share this with any of your friends that are studying for the 1102 exam. Have a good one, and as always subscribe and like for more.